Hi, everybody. This is Warren Herman, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about something that we can reflect on in order to help us with vocational discernment. What I want to express to you is an idea that, you can find this idea, I believe, in books like Paths of Love by Joseph Bolin and the book Religious Vocation and Unnecessary Mystery. But I want to share this idea because I feel like so many people suffer extensively with a kind of OCD about vocational discernment. And I want to wonder about some things with you. And I could be wrong about some of these things, but I think it's in line with some of the aspects of what's taught in these books. In fact, one of a book by St. Alphonsus says it, the title of the book is The Choice of a State in Life. As part of the title of a book. And we can see that there's this element where it's a choice. It's not like something that's imposed. And I feel like a lot of times what happens is that we end up thinking that we desire to have something imposed on us with certainty by God. We're waiting for God to tell us something we're willing to we want there to be this thing where we have no way out. We know the answer, and we're confused because we don't know for certain. And I feel that that's a big problem in our vocational discernment. Is this idea of trying to make sure you get this message that makes it absolute certain. You must go here. You must do that. You must be a priest. You must join this order. You must go to this spot. Rather than having a much looser understanding of what's going on, maybe some generalities, painting with broad brushes, we want this complete declaration from God that just gives us this absolute clarity and knowing about our vocation. And I think that that's kind of problematic because then it makes us into this thing that just obeys and doesn't have any opinion. And I think that that's not love. That's a marionette. When we talk about people often discuss Eden as having this quality of we have this choice. We could choose to disobey God in Eden, and that's the result. The result of that is the fall. And so what we want to think about is, God gave us this ability of choice, and choice is this most important thing. And why would vocation not involve choice? And so I want to hold these two things out, that the will which chooses is the thing also that is necessary for perseverance in love. So if we are to be in a relationship, if we were to be in a religious order, or if we're to be in a marriage, we're going to have to choose to stay because there's going to be challenges. So if at the beginning of our thing we seem like we're trying to get rid of our will out of the equation in a way that's maybe not making sense, that's not really boding well for our ability to persevere, because we're not beginning with the skill that is necessary for perseverance. And that's kind of strange. The other thing is that I want to hold out this thing that the scriptures teach us. They say something like about Christ. They say, for the joy that was set before him, he went to the cross. And the Protestant pastor, John Piper, does a very interesting job of talking about what he calls Christian hedonism. And I believe that looking at some of what he talks about with Christian hedonism would be beneficial for vocational discernment, because he essentially speaks about that we overcome sin by a superior good, by looking at a superior good. It's not like we say we don't give up stealing because stealing is so great. We give up stealing because there's a better way to make money and a healthier way to live that provides for us. We don't, we give up things for greater things, and that's how motivation works. And so also we have this desire in our vocational discernment to kind of have not our own will at all. I don't want to do my will. I don't want to do my will. I want to, just do God's will. Well, yes, in a way, but the thing is that that's not the way humans work. And so I don't think it is anyway. It doesn't seem like that works psychologically, because the things, again, we already discussed, the will helps us to endure. We choose to remain in a marriage. We choose to go forward. But also, as we're discussing now, the desire, the motivation makes us endure. Okay, like I'm going to keep doing this. Even Christ does this. He, for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. If even God is that human in his motive for his ultimate vocation of saving the whole world, which is the most central vocation in the whole universe, how could why would then our vocation discernment not look like his at all? Why would we completely rule out all of our desire? And so I think that we should just be careful. Why are we eliminating the thing that is necessary for pursuing it and persevering if we want to succeed? Will is necessary. Choice is necessary to pursue and persevere in any vocation. Desire, or what we want, seeing something that we want, is necessary. Whether it's closest with God, whether it's heaven, whether it's salvation and sanctification of souls, you have to want it. You have to want it. And so if desire is also necessary to pursue and persevere, why are we trying to edit these things out of this way in which we're trying to hear this voice that's just going to take all of our desire and will out of the thing? It seems that there's something wrong with the way that we're thinking about this. And I think that that's why people can get paralyzed in this. So I think that these are just some food for thought. This may not be fully developed. This may not be the best advice. Talk to your spiritual director, but I just think that this is an interesting thing to reflect on in vocational discernment.